Hello, Coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the post-match reaction, talking about the 2-0 victory over Almeria. Of course, also discussing on Gerard Pique's farewell. We're going to be looking at everything that had to be said after the 2-0 win. Xavi talks Pique, Lewandowski, Ronald Araujo, following Barcelona's 2-0 victory. Gerard Piqué, of course, opens up following the final whistle for Barcelona, his last game at the Camp Nou. Then to conclude, talking about match reaction from Ousmane Dembélé, who scored the first goal of the night. Christensen, Jordi Alba also spoke after the 2-0 victory, of course, saying that they would dedicate their trophies to Gerard Piqué. So guys, before we get right into the story, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do ensure to subscribe so you always get notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona continued their stellar start to the league campaign by securing a comfortable 2-0 victory over Almeria on Saturday. The result helps them maintain pressure on Real Madrid at the top of the league. Reacting to the game, Xavi Hernandez heaped praise on the Barcelona players, including Gerard Piqué, who played the final match of his career at the Camp Nou. Piqué had a great game. It's a historic night for him. We will miss him, said Xavi. Piqué lives in peace, as I did, and I'm very happy for him. I'm very moved. All of the experiences we have had together as colleagues, go through my head. A golden age when we won everything, Xavi added. Manager Xavi had shared the pitch with Piqué for 7 long years before eventually hanging up his boots in 2015. Both players have featured in over 600 competitive matches for Barcelona and will be considered club legends long after their departure. Talking about the game, Xavi hailed his team's performance, stating that we played a very good game, we controlled the rhythm, although we could have scored more goals. The Barcelona coach was asked about Robert Lewandowski not scoring in the tie, but he issued a befitting response, adding that if Robert doesn't score, we have others who can do that. Dembélé, Frenkie, Ferran, they can all score. Barcelona's 2 goals against Almeria were scored by Ousmane Dembélé and Frenkie de Jong respectively. It was only the fourth time Lewandowski was not included in the score sheet in La Liga this season. Finally, Xavi offered an update on Ronald Araujo's situation. The Barca head coach remained coy about the issue and suggested that a lot can be unveiled in the coming week. He said, "Araujo to the World Cup? We'll talk about it this week," he said. On to the next story of discussion. Gerard Piqué received a grand farewell when he appeared in his final game for FC Barcelona last night, helping the team secure a 2-0 victory over Almeria. The veteran defender opened up on his performance and his career as a whole shortly after the game. He recalled all the best moments from his time at Barca and suggested that this is not the end of the chapter for him at Camp Nou. He said, "It was a great day, had to say goodbye. We had a great game," Piqué said right after the game. "A lot of matches and titles, but what I remember are my friendships and the moments of great victories." Piqué has featured in over 600 competitive matches for Barcelona since rejoining the club from Manchester United in 2008. He has been one of the pillars of the club's defensive setup, helping the Blaugrana secure 3 Champions League titles and 8 La Liga titles. He said, "I am happy, I am calm, I gave the club my best efforts from the first day. I never dreamt about this because I never thought about leaving," he said. Piqué went on to provide insights into his struggles over the past few months, both on and off the pitch. He said, "But I had to decide, that was clear. The last 6 months have been very difficult, and today everything was liberated," he added. However, the veteran centre-back believed this is not the end of the line for him, and that he may return to Camp Nou one way or another. He said, "In life, when you get older, you realize that sometimes to love is to let go. I'm convinced that I'll be here again in the future. I love Barca. That's why I consider it the right moment to go. This is not a goodbye. I was born here and I'll die here. Great words there from Gerard Pique, of course, who gave a very emotional farewell after the 2-0 victory. In a packed Camp Nou, I think the stadium had about 92,000 spectators. Of course, that was more because Gerard Piqué had already announced that he will be retiring, and his last game was yesterday. Oh, let me say his last game at the Camp Nou was yesterday. So, of course, he's a legend. He will forever be remembered as one of the very best defenders that Barcelona have seen, and he's living like a legend. Of course, this season has been a very difficult one for Gerard Piqué. Lack of game time, even when the few opportunities that he gets, he does not perform well. And I think he was affected more about things outside of football, his family, and his personal life. I've been hearing a lot of stories about Piqué for the wrong reasons. Things have not been moving well for the player, and I think he's not that focused. And of course, we saw the game against Inter Milan where he cost us that match, and of course potentially going to the round of 16. So I think all those things coupled together also greatly influenced Gerard Piqué to say goodbye to the club. So it was a great way to say goodbye. Of course, Barca winning that game 2-0. So we wish Gerard Piqué all the best in his personal life ahead as he goes to focus on things like his business and things like that. And he also insisted yesterday that he will be back. He was born at Barca and he will die at Barca. So let's see if he will return as a coach or as a sporting director or as a president. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona continued their excellent start to the domestic campaign by securing a comprehensive 2-0 victory over Almeria, which happened to be Gerard Piqué's last game for the club. Piqué was given a grand farewell, with Barcelona players also heaping praise on the veteran defender due to his years of service to the club. Jordi Alba, a longtime teammate of Piqué at Barcelona, labeled Piqué's retirement a difficult moment for the club. He also said he had no idea of the defender's decision to retire beforehand. He said, "I didn't know Piqué was going to announce it," Alba said. "It's unfortunate. A very important player in the dressing room leaves. We will try to dedicate titles for Piqué this season." Another Barcelona defender in Andres Christensen, who famously replaced Piqué as a substitute in the latter stages of the game, also hailed the veteran for his contributions to the team over the years. He said, "As I said, it is a sad night. We have to congratulate him on a great journey. I've been following Piqué since I was young and I've considered him a role model. I will miss him a lot," he said. It was a beautiful night with the win, but a sad one for Piqué's last one. He was an important player for us and a great character. He leaves a huge void in the club. Ousmane Dembélé, meanwhile, was asked about his celebration after his goal. The Frenchman, who was one of the scorers on the night, claims he is a fan of the NBA legend Stephen Curry. He said, "I like the celebration. I watched Steve Curry a lot. I knew the goal was coming," he said. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.